Ladies and gentlemen, just 2 or 3 questions because the hour is late, and I promised Professor Aumann that he can get back to the hotel before midnight.
No, it's all right.
It's all right?
Yeah,
Okay,
until 1 a.m. It's okay, fine.
You got a packed house here. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much for calling on me. I really enjoyed your talk very much. I heard on Bloomberg News they quoted you as saying that you disagreed with the approach that the Fed is taking towards the financial crisis in America. You said that, in fact, Israel would never do such a thing, and that's why Israel's economy is great. And they don't have the credit crisis that we do. Can you expound on that? Like, what do you think that we're doing wrong?
Okay.
What is it wrong, and what should they be doing?
Thank you very much for that question. That's really a beautiful question, but allow me to postpone my answer. I'll answer the question, but first I want to take some questions that are more closely related to this particular talk. Yes, sir.
I want to know if you could comment a little bit about the difference between, you said that the Gemara was dealing with price fixing, and that the machlokes between the Rashbam and the Rambam and I guess Thomas Aquinas would be a question of whether they thought that there should be price fixing or not, whereas it seems from the lashon of the Rashbam that really what he's advocating is price discovery, as opposed to the Rambam who said that they should have a set price, which is ideal, which is, I guess, dictated from some other source.
Well, I agree with that, yeah. I agree with that. You can call it price discovery. The market discovers the price. I think that's a good way of putting it. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
The Indian, also Indian, nothing to do with the lecture as such, but when you receive the Nobel Prize, of which all of us are tremendously proud, surprised it didn't happen before that, but anyway. Why was there such opposition by the left in Israel to you having received this award?
Yeah. I want to put off the answer to that also, but you know, I'm involved in political controversies, as you mentioned, yeah. But I'm also involved in scientific controversies, yeah. And sometimes I go up and I give a lecture to a seminar, yeah, in which I address some of the issues that my scientific opponents have raised, okay? And I give a lecture for an hour. And apparently it's very convincing, because then the people ask me at the end of the lecture, well, it's yes, why do your opponents, why are they opposed to you? You say such logical, beautiful things, yeah. Why would anybody be opposed to that? So I say, ask them. Yeah, well, why are you asking me? Why? That's why I say to you also, yes. You're asking me why they're opposed to me? Ask them, yeah.
My good luck.
Yeah.
Yes, you said that the Rashbam, as until the Rashbam, that there is no price fixing, and what the market will determine. How do you explain the halachos of Noah?
The halachos.
I know. Oh,
no, I know it's something else. No. I know it's something else. I know is when a guy comes to market, he doesn't know what the market price is, okay? He doesn't, and this guy actually, he takes $10 for this item, yeah, and he sees the stranger coming in. He never saw him before. He figures he's out of town, and he quickly takes off the price tag, and he says, "Young man, this is $57." Yeah? So he takes out $57 and pays him. That's Ono, yeah. Ono is not to charge a high price as a regular thing. That's not Ono. Ono misleading a particular customer. That's a no.
The students who are here by the hundreds want to know one thing, which is really, when you receive the Nobel Prize, they are so excited. They want to know, were there any specific feelings that you had at the time for students of this kind who spend the days in the Beis Medrash? Could you give them some guidance, how it felt?
If I'm going to do that, then I have to answer the question about the Fed first.
Oh, yeah. I could ask you.
Are there any more questions that have to do with the lecture? Yeah.
I don't know if it's similar to the question before, but you say that there's no price controls and anybody can charge whatever price they want. But doesn't the Gemara say, or the rule is, that if you charge more than a sixth of the price...
Yeah, this is a no. I just answered that, all right? This is exactly on no. I just answered that question. Okay, yes, sir.
As far as price control, I remember stories in the Gemara where Chazal took an active role in price control. One of them was the birds were way too expensive, so was Rabbi Gamliel said, that's it, I'm going to paskin that you don't have to bring that korban at all, and the price went down to almost nothing.
Exactly, beautiful. This is beautiful. This is exactly one of the items that I mentioned at the beginning, that I'm just bringing you the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, I'm not bringing you all the sugyas in the Gemara that have to do with economics and the Talmud. This is one of those that I didn't bring. But it's a beautiful additional example of modern economic theory in the Talmud. Because what it says is, you want to change the price. You don't say, you have to charge a lower price. Yes? What you say is, I'm going to bring down the demand, yeah? No, it's the other way around. I'm going to increase the supply, yes? I'm going to say that a whole bunch of birds which weren't kosher before, they're kosher now. So I'm bringing up the supply. Yeah, the price goes down. There's nothing more modern. There's nothing more Adam Smith than that. There's also a sugya in Sukkah where Rabbi Tarfon, the people were charging a high price for Hadassim. Yeah, he said, you don't stop charging those high prices for Hadassim. I'm going to say that one Hadass is enough. You don't need three. Yeah. So the supply skyrockets, so the price goes down. The beautiful example of modern economic theory in the Talmud. Yes, sir.
You'd raised the 10 stores, sugya.
Yeah.
The moral hazard. I was just curious. I wasn't able to see a connection with the modern marketplace. How would that sugya, the 10 stores, with the
I explained it's about moral hazard. It's not marketplace, it's moral hazard, insurance.
What would be an example of how that impacts?
What's that?
Today, no.
Insurance. I explained it. Come to me afterwards. Okay.
Yes?
Why do you think the Torah adds Arichas Yomim as a reward for Evan Shlema, just like it does for Kibbutz Av
Interesting question.
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. I think Arichas Yomim over there, like most, this is a very deep question, and I'm glad you asked it because I want to address it. Altogether, there are a few mitzvahs in the Torah which have Arichas Yomim in them. Yes, one is Kibbutz Av, one is Aumann Yilvan Yomecha. We say Tefillin and Dibatam Lebanecha V'Limadatam Lebanecha L'Davabom B'Shutov V'Sechav L'Chtavadech. Okay, you have Arichas Yomim over there. You have Bashiluach HaKen. And you have in this mitzvah. And there's about 4, that's about it, yeah. And there's a big kasha. We know the Gemara says, Schar mitzvah b'hayal maleka. Right? Schar mitzvah b'hayal maleka, there's no reward for fulfilling the commandments in this world.